Hello. So today I'm going to show you a little bit more further into how to create the thematic maps. I hope you already get used to QGIS interfaces from last sessions. So, but I'm going to talk a little bit more. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So first of all, you could get some lessons here. From the online QGIS documentation. So here you can see training manual number 5, creating maps. So I would suggest you either after this or before this sections, you could get online and read some of these instructions. If I still have questions, you can still get back to me anytime. Okay, so now this is show you how to create thematic maps in QGIS. So I'm going to go back to QGIS interfaces. So I'm just using the same layers, the use learn type in Latacunga. So now I draw in the layer into the gray colors. And now I'm going to, as you know, the layer attribute table, you could see the tipo column here that shows what kind of types of the use learn cover it is, and also other maybe relevant columns. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you some advanced symbology tabs. Here you can see styles. This is the easy way that you draw the colors. For example, I click here, and then you will change. But how to use the already implemented style files. This is what I'm going to show you. First, go to Properties. So you should already know some of the properties from last sessions. First of all, you could just go to Symbology tabs as we were there before. And then here, you could see a style. You just ignore everything come up here. And you could just load style. So which means you could load a predefined file. So load from files. And here it will open a desktop where you could see where are the style files is. So here you could choose either QML file format or SLD format. For my case, it is SLD. So I'm just going to create a load a also use learn cover layer file from Christian providing us. So you just open it. Oh, so you see the layers are automatically loaded based on the labels. So I'm just going to use this style file because I guess he knows Spanish and he should have more idea how to draw the each learn type in the good colors. So I'm just going to click OK. Then it will be shown. So if you also have this SLD file, you should see the same colors I see here. Cool. So here you could just expand it, and then you will see every kind of the learn type here. As I mentioned before, you could just click on the rectangle here, then change the color from purple maybe to light gray, for example. So this is the thematic maps that I want you to export. So here you could have two options to export. Of course, you could just use the project and then save as. And then it will show, this is the map document. So, you know, if you have want to share this map document to other colleagues, you could save it as a QGIS file format or QGIS file format. Basically, both of them are fine. QGIS is more compiled versions. But if you want to export this map, what I see here, you could just go to, here you could see export. Map to image. Okay, this is the correct functions. Here, first project, and then import export, and then choose export map to image. Okay, here you could just use map view extend. So this is the bounding boxes we are shown in the viewer. It will automatically collect from you, and or you could also calculate from layer, for example, this one. Then it will show differently, which means maybe more focus on the coordinate system bounding boxes of the layers. And or you could also draw. For example, I want this region, and it's also fine. We'll just calculate it for you. Then you could just save. I'm not going to demo you here, but basically you could do the same, and you could also choose the resolutions. Normally I will choose 300 so that it gets the best showing on the screen. Here is the function called save word file. It means whether you want this map to be your reference. So let's imagine if you wanted to open this exported map in the pen, like any other, like Photoshop and so on. It doesn't contain word file reading functions, so you could just untick this because the colleagues who get your map will not use geo coordinates. So this is fine, you could just untick it. But if you save it, then you will get a word file, which means another colleague open a QGIS, which is map-based application. With this word file, this layer can be correctly overlapped on another map that he has. So this is what the word file means. So I'm just ignoring this one. And now I'm going to explore a more professional map, which I showed earlier on the documentation QGIS website. It's called, let me check again. It's called Composer Manager. Okay, this is how you create more professional maps. But here, because I use older QGIS, it's called differently called layout. But basically it's the same thing. So I could just choose a new point layout. Here I will give a name. You could choose any name as you like. And then now you have opened a more like printout overview of the maps. So first you could just choose a map extent here. Or you could choose the item from top, add map. It's the same here. Or you click here. Then you draw a rectangle region. So it will render on the fly. What you have seen in the QGIS browser, it will also reflect here. So now I have a printout overview. Of course, you could just readjust it. You want a smaller one and bigger one is both fine. Okay, now I think something still missing is the legend. So here I could also add item. You could add label, for example, add the title as you like. But here I'm just showing the most basic functions, so I will just add the legend. Oh, the legend is a lot because it has so many learn types. So maybe you wanted to go back to your layout view to make it a little bit less items. I don't know if that makes sense, but it seems like in my viewer it's not able to make it smaller. But I guess it's just, or you could make the extent a little bit bigger then. But it should be just okay for now. Okay, so let me see if I could adjust it a little bit smaller. So it seems like it has a default legend size. So this is what I would get from the printout extent. Of course, you could also add other items like scale bar. That shows you how the map will shrink from the real world. So this is it. And then, yeah, I guess you got a basic layout of the maps. Of course, you could also add some text labels. For example, I want to, and then it will just, yeah. I guess you could try it out by yourself. So now it is, I guess the layout is quite fine right now. And then this is what we got here. So I could just explore this layout as an image file. So you could also choose save as other format. Let me show you again. You could also explore SVG, which is vector-based, which is ideal for the web applications, or a PDF file. So I'm just going to test the image, PNG file, and then here it says what would you like to be rendered. Here also, if you want a Word file or not, as I mentioned before, then you could just click Save. It might take some while when this printout layer was somehow exported. Okay, now it says, now it's already successfully printed out. So I could just go to the desktop, and then I'll find my map here. So I'm just going to preview it and see how it rendered. So you see, the color and the resolution looks quite nice. If you see the original size, I guess the color representation on the screen is quite satisfying. Okay, so this is how you generate a map. I hope you enjoy it. Of course, you could also review your previous rendered layout map from here, layouts. And you could also use Manager to remove some of the one that you don't want it to use, the old one, for example. Okay, so here's our lessons. Make sure you have reviewed these pages, how to use more composer layer layout, as I mentioned before, and then you should be just fine. So, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today, and I'll see you around very soon.